Hi all, welcome to the Way Forward Talks with me, Amrita. The Way Forward is a company where we are into career development and hobby development. We help to make the lives of many others out there better. Today, we are celebrating Teachers' Day, and we have an amazing teacher with us, Mr. Sesudass. He is in Pondicherry. He has his own institute called Inspire Career Development Center and Inspire IAS Academy. They have been molding and empowering so many lives and touching so many lives. They have almost touched 1 lakh plus lives. They have built a very beautiful alumni network as well, where people come towards them and help them and grow many people further. So we would like to hear more about Inspire and more about Mr. Sesudass from him. So please welcome, sir, and we would like to hear about you.
So thank you so much, Mrs. Amrita, for having me here. I'm happy to be a part of this Teachers' Day celebration. Since I've been a passionate teacher and trainer for the last 15 years. So to add a bit more about me for introducing, so I'm a passionate teacher and trainer. So I've started the Inspire in the year 2007. I trained students, teachers, and professionals, and so far we have addressed more than 1 lakh students in different parts of Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu as well. Recently, we have started IAS Academy, wherein we coach UPSC aspirants. We make them leaders in the near future, and our tagline goes like creating leaders of tomorrow. So apart from teaching, I'm also a part of many business forum. In that, one of the business forums, the CA Young Indians. In that, I'm a chairman for Talir Vertical. So Talir Vertical mainly focuses on children, particularly school children, and we help them become confident. We help them inculcate life skills. We help them inculcate soft skills. We help them inculcate values. So we make them confident, so on and so forth. So and I have been. People call me teacher of teachers, since I have been teaching a lot of teachers about how to increase the teaching effectiveness and how to teach creatively, how to engage children effectively inside the classroom, how children can retain the learning and things like that. So this is a few things about me.
It's a very big ocean, sir. To learn from you, there's a lot. So we are very happy to have you on the Way Forward. So today we will just start with a few questions. What is the key learning as a teacher over the past 15 years? You have gained so much of experience. What is the key learning that you have from these 15 years of your life?
Yes, absolutely. My key learning is every student is gifted with some talents. If teacher can identify, if teachers can recognize it, I'm sure the students can become highly successful. What as teachers we all need to do is we all need to identify, help them identify the core competency, because every human is gifted with some kind of talent by God. So sometimes the students themselves identify, but most of the times, if teachers could help, maybe children can capitalize on that competency. They could become experts, and they could also try and exhibit their complete competency. I would say that teachers, if we could help students identify the talent and motivate them to nurture it, I'm sure a lot of children can become successful. Today, we have dearth for appreciation and motivation. As teachers, we all should be generous in appreciation, and we should also be careful about the timely feedback. And that feedback, I would call it as constructive feedback. So whenever we are in class, we should be able to give constructive feedback. Instead of saying what is wrong, we should say what is to be corrected. And before that, we should say what is right. If we could tell that, I'm sure we could create a better students in all aspects, and they will become better individuals, and they will become better team players, and they will become outstanding and brilliant people in the future.
Amazing. Wonderful, sir. So we need to create positivity in the minds of the young minds to make them much better. I think that's what I can learn from you. Great. Amazing. So From the beginning of your career, how did you equip yourself, and what was the main thing that any teacher has to equip themselves from the beginning of their career?
So right from the beginning, I always feel that we need to be continuous learners because we have a lot of teachers now, but we have very less continuous learners. As teachers, we always have to be updated. Otherwise, we will be outdated. We will not be able to stay relevant. So when we take classes, so we have to allocate or we have to spend some time in learning. I would call it as LSN. As teachers, we always have to learn something new. The full form for LSN is learn something new. Because when we are in the class, children enjoy when we say something beyond the book, when we say something different, but we should have the ability to relate what we are saying beyond the book and what is in the syllabus. If we could relate it, if we could connect it in some form, I'm sure the learning would be better there, and it would be very interesting also. When we ask students to close your books when we enter, all the students will get amazed. They will have a beautiful feeling, and they will start listening. And when we say open the book, they will stop listening. So we should say close the book, and just I'm going to share a piece of information. And I went to this place and I saw this kind of soil, and maybe whether you fabricate the story or not. So until it doesn't harm any student, until it delivers a lesson to students, you can always cook up a story, but cooking up the story should deliver a meaningful lessons to them, and students should have meaningful learning, and they should be able to retain it. When we just say what is magnetism, maybe they will not remember it. When we show the magnetism, when we make them touch and feel the magnet, when we ask them to play with the magnet, and when we give it two magnets, if that attracts, if that repels, they themselves will come and say, yes, it is happening like this, why it is happening, and there can be intellectual interactions in the class. And learning by doing is a great method which teachers can adopt. And as a practice, I always try to learn every day, and I try to learn more. And so I try to update myself in all aspects, and this is what I would also urge other teachers to do it, so that they can remain relevant today. Our youngsters, they have they watch a lot of web series or other programs on Netflix or Amazon Prime. If we don't know what is Netflix and what is Amazon Prime, I'm sure we will not be able to connect with them. So for that, we need to stay relevant always.
Very true, sir. And as you said, the picture memory stays a lot. So that's a very nice thing. Amazing. So, sir, actually, over the years, like as a teacher and as well as an entrepreneur, you would have faced many situations. How do you come over those situations, and what is your motivation? How do you motivate yourself?
Uh, as an entrepreneur, I have been facing a lot of challenges even today because there is always a theory of constraint. Because if there is no constraint and there is no problem solving, and every teacher or every entrepreneur should have the ability to solve problems quickly as possible. And when people face challenges, and if they say it's a problem and their mind is weak, when they see there is it's a challenge, if they see problems as challenge, it's okay, but they should see challenges as opportunities, and their mind is strong. We should always have a strong mind to find opportunities in every challenge. So today, many teachers lost jobs because of this pandemic, but very few people I could see that they have become extremely successful, which they could never imagine. They could have never imagined. They taught for thousands of people across the globe now, and it is not limited to any particular geography now. So they expanded and they shared, they spread knowledge, and they are teaching for the world, I would say. So we have to find, and that's the one quality I would like to possess, and I would also like to urge others to possess this. We need to find opportunities in every challenge, in every difficult situation. That would be great if we could have that.
Amazing. Great. Sir, so I mean, many people, as you say, have found opportunities to grow. many women who are actually mothers and who are even men who are parents, they are all working from home or they have actually started their own career due to this pandemic. How do you advise and how do you help them to maintain a good work-life balance? What will be your advice to
Good. The work-life balance is very important, particularly for married persons, because they have a lot of family commitments. At the same time, they also have to deliver maybe their work to the organizations where they are working. There has to be a lot of understanding between the couples. So there has to be a lot of understanding, and when there is work, they have to work, and when there is no work, they have to play. So it's like learn while you learn and play while you play. It is something like this. It's not only work, because all work and no play will make Jack a dull boy. So as a saying goes like this, so we need to be very careful about four things. One is physical wellness. Today, wellness is all we have got. From four, it went to six, seven areas. So one is the physical well-being, and everyone in the family should be always careful or conscious about health in terms of food, exercise, rest, diet, and all the things. So, and then mental well-being. So, are they spending enough time to update themselves, whether they read whatever they wanted to read, and then whatever they wanted to learn? So that is very important. After that, emotional well-being is very important, and they cannot ignore, because they should spend quality time with the family members or friends, and people who today everyone is expected to have emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. So we need to have this emotional intelligence. For that, we need to speak as and when we get time. We need to make a point to have a cup of tea with friends and relatives, and we need to share. We need to, without ego, with a lot of friendship, with open-mindedness. We need to share. We need to care. We need to love. We need to be affectionate. We need to do as many things as possible. So the emotional well-being is important, and after that, spiritual. How connected are you with maybe the whatever God you pray? How connected it would increase your inner peace of mind. So exercise is for your physical wellness, but spirituality is for your inner well-being. So I would say these are the four areas we need to have to live a balanced life. So it's all about the caring and sharing the aspect. These two aspects are very important, and beyond that, learning and physical wellness, and after that, spiritual wellness. All these things are important, and if someone could balance this, I'm sure they will lead a happy life. People in India, in the happiness index, India ranks well below many countries. So we need to remain happy, because if you ask people, say you want happiness or money, they will say money, but they have to understand without happiness, money is nothing. So people have to understand the importance of happiness, how they get happiness. Maybe when they share, when they are with the loved ones, definitely they will be happy. So I would suggest they will have to find time. Busy man finds time for everything. So they can, if they are willing, definitely they can.
Great, sir. Nice. So I think that's a very complete answer, and we have actually got a lot to learn. So, what will be your message and your advice to the generation out there who are students and also to the teachers, the teaching faculties?
Okay. So in addition to that, I would also add parents, teachers, students, society. Maybe
Yes,
that would make a complete circle. So
sure.
for parents, I would say they sacrifice their entire life to bring their children. Absolutely no doubt about it. But many cases, I see that because of too much of pampering, these children get spoiled. And children, parents should be ready to invest in education, training, and creating opportunities and creating more experience, rather than maybe superficial things, and things like rich garments, jewels, and all those things will not help them. But if you could make them confident in every situation, if you could help them possess positive attitude, if you could help them possess tolerance, if you could help them love others, help others, if you could make them cooperative, kind, honest, talented, if you could help your children to find opportunities in every challenge, if you could help your children to be a great role model, if you could be a great role model to your children, if you could insist them to read, if you could insist them to spend time in library, if you could insist them to spend time in uh, grounds, not in parks or malls or hotels or restaurants. Every week one restaurant. Don't think that if you take them to a posh restaurant, that's a great achievement. As a father, it is not that. And if you could help them spend more time, you are a great father or mother. And if you could help them find their passion or hobby by taking up any extracurricular activity, I'm sure you are a great father. And if you could teach them self-management when they are young, you are a great father or mother. If you could take them in a public bus and maybe encourage them to give up a seat for someone who is old or someone sick, someone maybe disabled. And if you could install these kind of values, I'm sure that you can become a great parents. So second thing is as teachers, we always have to start with appreciative inquiry. Teachers play a vital role in creating extraordinary school children, brilliant children. So everyone has got talents. So, fish swims, rabbit swims, monkey jumps. So everyone has got a unique talent. So don't compare, don't ever bias. Always be fair. Always be generous in your position. Give equal opportunities, and try to increase the self-esteem of each student inside the class. And you encourage your children to try and fail. Maybe if even after they try and fail, appreciate them. It's far more better, and help them take initiative, help them come out of the fear, help them come out of the comfort zone, help them learn, and become an inspiration to your students. And try to teach a lot of other things beyond your syllabus, and try to be a role model to your students. Your students will learn more from observing you rather than what you are saying. So whatever you are speaking in the class, always be positive, always spread positivity, always bring the best from whatever sources you collect. You try to see the positive things in each aspect, and then you try to spread the positivity and transform each student, each parent sends their children to school with the hope that you will transform them. Okay, and they are not supposed to tell any reasons, because winners don't tell reasons. They always find the solutions. So encourage all the students. I'm sure with your encouragement and support, every children can unleash his or her potential. Okay, and for students, I would say today you are in a world of information, and each information is at a single click. So you try to become confident, you try to develop your behavior, and you try to inculcate strong leadership characters. Right from the beginning, you work on it, and always observe great people and learn from them, implement all the great qualities. You have to make your parents proud, because they've given a life to you, and they are sacrificing their life for you. So it is important. We should always have the attitude of gratitude. So try to have that kind of attitude, and respect teachers, and respect parents. After that, try to become try to improve your self-management skills, and never expect someone to push you all the time. You have to push yourself, and you have to manage yourself. So that will help you to lead a healthy and happy life in future. Always try to be outstanding in whatever activities you do. Always feel that you have to deliver your best, and you should not compare yourself with others. You should always try to be better than yesterday. whatever you have done earlier, you try to do 1% better than that today. And if that happens, be happy about it, celebrate life. Life is great, and life is a great opportunity to develop yourself and develop others also. When you become a leader, you should lift others up. So, and then try to create try to help your society. If all this stakeholders of the society is better, then the nation automatically develops. This nation largely depends on youngsters like you. So become a great individual and become a great citizen, and become a part of this part of creating a great nation.
Amazing. Sir, so it's like it conveys to every single person, every single human being listening to this. So thank you so much for this great message. And I hope this reaches many, and we become a great nation altogether. So thank you so much for your time, and for your the information you have shared with us. It's really happy. TWF is very happy to have you on board. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wish you all success and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.